come into a standing position. Okay. Good morning, everybody. It's Andrew, and let's do some yoga. Let's press the arms, so we'll interlace the fingers and press the palms up toward the ceiling. And lower down. And just turn the head over to one side and over to the other. And you can turn your hips too. Notice how the arms start to swing a little bit. And let's continue turning the hips, turning the head, and letting the arms just swing. Okay. And let's wrap the arms around the body and turn the head over to the right. And release and come around over to the other side. And release. Bring the hands right above the knees. Tuck the chin in. Bring the stomach in. And lift the head up. Lift the tailbone up. And again, tuck the chin in, stomach in. And then lift the head up and bring the tailbone up. And let's come up tall and use the knuckles and drag the knuckles along the sides of the body. It's the monkey hara breath. Good, and let's keep the fists and just drag the knuckles right across the pectoralis muscles, the chest muscles. And then with the two fists, come up the right side of the abdomen, across the top, down the left, so we're coming up, and turning down on the left side, ascending colon comes up the right, transverse colon descending colon. Round and round, helping to move things along. Good. And release. Have the chin down near the chest. Bring a hand on the back of the head. And take a hand to the back of the neck. Give it a squeeze. And let's come right up underneath the occipital lobe. So there's a bump on the back of the head. That's the occiput. And just see if you can massage those muscles. When someone has, excuse me, a tension headache, this is a good area. Massaging the suboccipital muscles right beneath the bump. But even if you don't have a headache, it feels good to release some of these muscles. And then we'll include the back of the neck. And you may want to use both hands. Okay, good. And take the right arm over the head and put some weight on the head. Relax the left shoulder down. And take a few breaths. Okay, release. And your left arm comes over. And right shoulder comes downward. Okay, and release, bring the hands on the hips, and make some circles at the hips, round and round in one direction. And then round and round in the other direction. Okay, and hips to center, bend the knees, engage your upper leg muscles. You can either keep your hands on your thighs or take your arms up. Breath is flowing. Okay, let's straighten out the legs. One squat is enough. Let's lengthen tall. And press the left hip out to the side. Pull with your right hand. And come to center and over to the other side. Pull with the left hand. center, you can either keep the arms up or rest the arms. Put the hands down on the low back or low back and buttocks. Press your hips forward. Create a gentle stretch in the front of your body. Take a few breaths. And bring the hands around. Slide the hands down the legs. Bring the belly up against the upper legs. Head down. Wrap the arms around the legs. Elbows behind the knees. Hands on the back of the ankles if that works for you. And stretch the back of the legs by lifting the tailbone. Pressing the back of the knees toward the wall behind you. And then releasing. Coming up. Take the arms up overhead. Bring the hands right in front of the chest. Come to the front of the mat. And we'll move through a round of the Sun Series. Coming up with the arms, hips forward and down. Left foot comes back. Right knee directly above right ankle. Step back into push-up position. And bring your knees down and your buttocks back. Please stretch. Hips come forward. Toes curl under upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Big step with the right foot. Right knee directly above the right ankle. Gazing forward. And step forward. Squeeze and come on up. Press the hips forward and open the chest. And bring the hands down. Inhale, open. And exhale, close. And take a step back with your right foot. Have your left knee directly above your ankle. Gaze forward. And then come back into the push-up position. And bring your knees down. And your buttocks back. Stretch your shoulders. And then bring your hips forward. Curl your toes under and lift your knees up. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Head between the arms. Press the heels down. Take a big step forward with your left foot. And then right foot forward. Squeeze. And bring it up. Opening. Closing. Okay, just one more round of the Sun Series this morning. Let's inhale and open. And come down. Left foot back. And right foot back. Knees down and buttocks back. Up and stretch. Hips forward, toes curled under, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right foot forward. Left foot forward. Squeeze and come on up. Hips forward, open chest. Hands down. And inhale, opening. Exhale, closing. And take a step back with your right foot. Left knee above the ankle. Easing forward. Stepping back. Knees down, buttocks back, up and stretch. Hips forward, toes curled under, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. And left foot forward. Right foot forward. And coming up. Coming down. Okay. Hands down. Bring the hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers. Press the knuckles down. Open the chest. Symbol of yoga. Standing symbol of yoga. We hinge at the hips. We lift the arms away from the back. And the head comes downward. Take a few breaths. Good. And coming up. And a tree pose. The weight comes on the right foot and leg. Left foot comes into position. Do no harm. Rest and modify as you need to. You want to err on the side of caution and gentleness. Bent knee back, grounded right foot, strong right leg, tall spine. And then down, and left foot down, and right foot comes up. And choosing your position, being mindful of your left knee joint. Not too much pressure, if any pressure, on the knee joint. Good. And coming down. And release the torso downward. And we'll come into table position. And let's do another downward facing dog. We'll hold this one a bit longer. Toes curl under, knees lift up. Head comes between the arms, press the heels down. Knees come down and down onto the belly with the elbows underneath the shoulders. In the Sphinx, you can have your nose pointed forward, or if you prefer a little motion, you can turn your head from one side to the other. Use your back muscles. If you feel like coming into the cobra, you can slide your hands back in place of your elbows and press your hands down, keeping your elbows tucked in and your shoulders down and lifting your head. How deeply are you breathing? Good. And when you're ready, lowering down. Bring the head to one side, bend the knees, and windshield wiper the legs from side to side. Good. And release the feet down. And let's roll the body over onto the back. Pull the right knee in. And take the left leg up and down. You can keep that left leg bent if you like. If you prefer to straighten it, that's fine too. It's a little harder on the back, I find. Okay, we'll switch legs. Left knee comes in. Pull it in with both hands and take the right leg up and down. Good. And cross the ankles. Bring the hands behind the head. And let's work the core muscles. Be mindful of your back. No pain in the back here. Just core strengthening. Up and down, up and down. With the head and the upper back. Good. And down. Bring the feet down. And tuck the hands underneath the buttocks. Bring both feet up. And keeping the feet up off the floor, a little pulsing movement. So the feet are coming a little closer to the floor, further away. Down and up. And this pulsing, this movement of the legs creates work in the rectus abdominis muscles, the core. We want to create some heat there. Okay. And feet down. Release. And then coming up into a seated position. Right leg extended out. Left foot in. And let's come up and down with the breath. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. You'll decide when it's time to settle into the pose. The head to knee pose. We have our right leg straight, and we're taking hold, and we're bringing the head toward the knee, and we're looking to lengthen the back of our right leg and to be gentle with our spinal muscles. Okay, when you're ready to release, come into the half circle. Lining up your left hand, your left knee, some aspect of your right foot. Have your right arm near your ear. Press your hips forward. Fill your lungs. You decide what the best position for your left hand and wrist are. It can be on the fingers, the palm, or you can make a fist. Good. Lowering down. Now extending your left leg out. And then up and down. Up and down. Inhaling up and exhaling down over the left leg until you are ready to hold the pose with a straight left leg. Your upper body is moving toward your lower body, toward the left leg. Okay, and when you're ready to move on, arms come up overhead and the half circle coming up. And reaching. And stretch the left side of the body, press the hips, open the chest. Okay, let's come down onto the hands and the knees. We'll slide the knees wide apart, point the feet out 90 degrees between feet and shins and thighs, upper legs and torso. Elbows down, tailbone comes back, the frog pose. For the groin and for the thighs, the inner thighs. And every breath deep. couple more breaths. Okay, and then release. And your choice of the supine diamond. That's where the calves come out to the sides, the buttocks comes down, and the hands come behind the body. Coming down onto the elbows, even if it feels totally safe. If you want an alternative to the supine diamond, then it's coming onto your right elbow and taking hold of the top of your left foot and pressing your foot into your hand and bringing your left knee back. A few breaths. If you're taking it one leg at a time like me, then yes, come on over onto your left elbow and do the same on the other side. Reaching back to the top of your right foot, pressing the foot into the hand, bringing the knee back and opening the chest, stretching the right quads. Okay, and we'll bring our legs in front and we'll take loose fists and promote circulation. Let's twist. Right leg over left. Hold on to the knee with your left hand and take your right arm up and bring it around. And prop up your straight spine with your right arm. And pull your navel in. Twist your body. And breathe. Try to wring yourself out. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for purity, purification. And this Hatha Yoga is just a part of a bigger practice of moving toward purification. If we want vitality, strength, and sense of well-being and peace, I think we have to go through the door of purification. Okay. Release. And let's switch. Whole spine. Left foot flat on the floor. Left knee pointed up toward the ceiling. Hold on to the knee. And create that post with your left arm directly next to your spine. Left hand on the floor. Stomach in. The yogi would like to breathe deeply throughout the day. Have a good source of energy, constantly flowing. Very aware of what we bring in through our mouth and our eyes. All the gates in this temple that is our body. The body is the dwelling place of the divine. We want to make it a really nice place. Okay, when you're ready to release your twist, just let it go and then take your arms up overhead. You may want to interlace your fingers and press your palms up toward the ceiling. And then we'll lower the hands down. We'll bring the hands behind the back. We'll come into a modified symbol of yoga. So the divine is everywhere. But sometimes we forget. Sometimes people forget that it's also in our own body. And isn't that a convenient place to get closer to it? Okay, you choose what's next. We have about 5 minutes remaining in this morning's class. What is next for you? I invite you to close your eyes, tune inward, and feel free to experiment. If our time is all the time you have for yoga right now, then before too long, give yourself a little rest time. Lying on the back is very common, but you can choose how you want to rest. Allow the breath to flow all by itself, coming coming in and going out. Every exhalation, you're just letting go of stress and worry. Every inhalation, you're deepening your connection. It's the connection that makes everything just right. Brings healing and peace and well-being in time. And in a moment, I'm going to be ringing the chime to formally end the class, but you choose whether you want to remain in a relaxation position or if you want to come up into a seated position. And we know that the yoga is so much more than just poses, so much more than stretching and breathing. Let me once again just read the names of these 10 don'ts and do's and don'ts of the discipline of yoga. They come even before the poses to bring us toward our desired goal. Nonviolence, truthfulness, non-stealing, moderation, non-possessiveness, purity, contentment, the practice of austerity, the study of scriptures, and surrender to God.